What's going on, everybody? It's Nico, and before I do my Ullr video, I just wanted to show you. I'm doing it on Joust because I think it's the best place to do these. But there is a new Conquest. The hell was I trying to say? Conquest map roam thing, where you can roam around the Conquest map, and I would use that, but I have my settings the max right now, and I'm fairly certain I can't use DX Story to record on the Conquest map. So I'm not going to do that. But before we do anything, there's a couple little updates before Ullr. One, because I was checking her out earlier, Aphrodite got a model update. She no longer has the boots that go up to her thighs that have like the cuts in them or whatever that was. She just got heels. And she's no longer wearing a bunch of pink, she's wearing blue now. And I actually really like the way she looks now. Before I was just like, whatever, Aphrodite. Now I don't know, I think her model looks really nice now. Apollo got a card update. That card is amazing, in my opinion. And Hades, everybody gets the Nightmare skin for free now because it's his default skin. And the classic skin's still in the game. And yeah, yay, Hades, I guess. I don't know. If you like Hades, cool. If you don't, also cool because I think Hades is kind of meh. And then Nemesis gold skin. I haven't bought it because I don't use gems to buy gold skins. And I don't have enough favor yet. And then last but not least, in any way, shape, or form, before we do Ullr, Sun Wukong got an epic skin that is based on Star Wars. The Dark Lord skin. Like, oh man. This is awesome, and I'm contemplating getting it, but really, Sun Wukong's best role right now is support, and I'm not a big support player, so I don't know if it's exactly a good idea for me to get this because I won't probably play Wukong a lot. But I'm thinking about it because god damn it, that skin is awesome. But let's get down to business. Let's show off some Ullr stuff. Ullr. So earlier I was messing around with Ullr just to get myself acquainted with his abilities and how they worked. How they worked? How they work? I don't know. And it seems he really is a carry that can turn into a bruiser or assassin with his stance switching. But he's not. I don't know. I was trying to figure out like how I could combo his abilities together for stuff, like from one stance to the other. But I was just having a really hard time figuring out like how could I utilize the stun on this like single target axe throw and then switch over and then do stuff, or do I just want to use it like this and then get in there and start attacking them? Like, he's actually pretty complex. He's harder for me to figure out than Tyr. Tyr's kind of easy. It's fearless power cleave, switch stance, fearless power cleave, and Hell pretty easily, like you could figure her out really easy. Repulse. Wait, is it repulses or 3? Well, it's 3, 1, 4, 1, like to do all her damage. Where Ullr, it's like 1, and then you could 3. But then, if I switch stances, this is just a single target stun, so it's not like it's going to help me clear the minions out. It'll help me, like, kill Rob, but that's it. But this, okay, alright, so, we know Ullr is a stance switcher, which 2 other Norse gods are. Apparently, Hi-Rez is just like, you know what, the Norse pantheon is just going to be full of the stance switching team. So let's just do that. But let's actually describe his abilities here instead of just being a nerd about everything. His first ability is called Bladed Arrow while in ranged form and Thrown Axe in melee form. Bladed Arrow. Ranged. Ullr fires a bladed arrow in a line, dealing damage passing through all targets hit. So it goes through everything, kind of like Neith's Spirit Arrow, or Apollo's So Beautiful, or Anhur's Impale. So, pretty standard, like, line ability. Only thing is, I don't know if you noticed this, but it's way longer than a basic attack. In fact, it's the entire range of this targeter, the 70 meters. It goes all the way out there. You can snipe people with this. Like, I'm nowhere near Robot. I just fucked them up. Like, it's long. You can shoot it from a really far away. And also, so is the stun. So, be careful. Because you might be thinking, oh, I'm way okay back here. Ullr can't get me, and then he'll just wreck you. And you'll be like, oh, never mind. He wrecked me. So yeah. So, the axe, what is it called? Thrown axe. Melee. Ullr throws an axe in a line, hitting a single target, dealing damage and stunning it. Pretty self-explanatory. You got stunned. You throw an axe, it stuns whatever it hits. And, yeah. The only thing else to go over is, like, really the scaling on this ability. And I think it'll be the first level you, not first level, first ability you level, just for the simple fact that, it's lane clear, and Ullr is most likely going to be played in the duo lane as a carry, and not, like... I was thinking that he could be played in the jungle and mostly a melee role, but then looking at it, he has no real way to clear the jungle just by being in melee form, because, like I said, this is a single target stun, and he doesn't have a hit progression. It's just 1-1-1-1. It just looks cool. Because if he had any... I feel like it'd be hard to code in a hit progression for his melee side and not have it somehow bleed over into his range side, so I feel like that's why they didn't do that. But with the bow, 10.5, I think it's 80% scaling? I don't know. But expose weakness or invigorate if you're in melee. Ranged, Ullr gains bonus physical power for 5 seconds, from 10 to 50. It's pretty damn good. Melee, Ullr gains bonus move speed for 5 seconds. 20% move speed at the base. I will pin them down with my blade. 20%. I'm at 506. Like, you can use this to get out of the well really, really well early on. 20% is nothing to scoff at, to be completely honest. I was going to mess with Robot, but I decided against it. Also, you cannot use one of your buffs in one stance and then switch over to another stance to, like, use it. Like, if I do the melee buff, I mean the ranged buff, and then switch, it dissipates. It doesn't stay active. So, if I was like, oh, I want extra movement speed, but I also want to be ranged, it disappears. You can't do that. It would be really awesome if you could do that, but you can't. So, if you're like me and thinking, oh, that's some sneaky stuff right there, you can't do it, unfortunately. I'm not going to say it'd be overpowered if you could, but I'm not going to say it wouldn't be overpowered if you could either. Also, some people were thinking Ullr might be like the second candidate for, what's it called? Transcendence, where Xbalanque is the first, Ullr would be the second. Because to be completely honest, just watch how quickly I can go through mana if I actually want to spam all my abilities. Alright, did that. Down to 3/4 mana. Also, you want to put points into his ultimate because it, in melee stance, gives you passive lifesteal. In range stance, it gives you passive attack speed. 5 to 25% in both. So, right now, I have, just for putting points in this, I have 10% lifesteal. I switch stances, I have 10% attack speed. It's pretty nice. You ain't gonna hit me, bro. Alright, third ability. Hail of Arrows or Glory? Glory Bound. What are you doing? What a weirdo. Raw, you're weird. So, Glory Bound, Hail of Arrows, ranged. Ullr fires a volley of arrows at his target location, dealing damage. Pretty small target, and it takes a second for it to land. You could throw it all the way out there, but, like, it's not exactly... It's slower. It feels slower than Artemis's Suppress the Insolent. So, it's good. It's just hard to land. Glory Bound. Ullr leaps to his target location, dealing damage in an AoE on arrival. It's a jump. You can jump away. But yeah, those are Ullr's abilities. He has no real ultimate. He can just switch stances like hell, which kind of makes me sad. But at the same time, Tyr is really, 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 really good. And he has an actual ultimate instead of a just stance switching ability. So, I think it's a good idea to make it to where Ullr isn't super, super, super amazing. Though, I feel like he might be really good, because, like, I can be in the back line of the minions and hit all of them. So, you ain't getting away. So there, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how you can combo abilities together. Like, maybe you initiate with melee and, like, stun. If you want to jump on top of them, jump on top of them. And as they're trying to get away, snipe them with this or and stuff. That's what I'm thinking is how you would go about doing stuff. Like, certain combos. But at the same time, I can't... He's new. It's like 11 a.m. I woke up like an hour ago, and I'm trying to fucking theory craft, and it's not the best idea. Also, the 1 and the 3 are very hard hitting. They're hard to hit, and they hit hard, to be completely honest. Like, clear is crazy good. That does good damage. I don't know if you normally do that in a match because, well, I mean, you usually don't jump at people. You usually only level... Like, that's another thing. Is that you want to level up to 3 so you can, like, hit people at range. But the thing is, that means you're leveling up in melee stance, which means you're using more mana to try to escape at the same time. So, it's... right. It's kind of, like, it's hard to figure out what to level up on them, because it's like, do I want to do more damage with the volley, or do I want, well, volley, that's kind of hard to hit, apparently. That was a big crit. Damn it. It's okay. Movement speed. So you might want to actually, instead of leveling the 3, level the 2, so that way you get more damage, and the cooldown goes down as you level this up as well. So it might be the better idea to level the 2 and then the 3, just because the 3 is also your escape, and you don't usually want your escape costing more mana. So, I'm leveling it because it's Joust, and I'm still trying to figure stuff out, and it doesn't really matter right now. But it might not be the best idea. So, I don't know. It might be a good idea to level the 3, it might not be. I'm trying to think of stuff. But who doesn't like jumping at stuff and having explosions go off at your feet? Like, come on. That's cool looking. But I was thinking about how Ullr could jungle, but as I thought about it, it's like his melee presence isn't that great unless you're like one-on-one. Like, he can 1v1 the crap out of people, but his clear comes from being in range stance. So, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. He might just be stuck as a hunter and not as, like, some weird hunter. I don't know. I'm trying to think of stuff, but coming up blank. But his poke from afar is kind of ridiculous, because I'm, like, almost not even into the point where I could pull the Titan out of the base and I can hit it. It's a pretty big deal. Actually, I wonder if I can. Yep, I don't even have to put myself in any sort of way, like, in trouble against the Titan. It's kind of crazy. 436. Get ripped! So yeah, Ullr, lots of ranged poke, good damage with it as well. But I can't see him outside of the duo lane right now because, like I said, I can't really think when I'm tired, and waking up at 10 and then instantly getting on Smite being like, okay, time to mess with the new god and figure out what he's good at and what he's not good at. You know, not exactly the best way to theory craft. About the Transcendence thing, you've seen I haven't built it because I don't think Transcendence is a really good item because all it does is give you mana and damage. And for Ullr, it might be a good idea, but for most other gods, it's not. Also, Ullr can end joust matches with the raw bot really quickly, as shown by this. Okay. Also, apparently when you hit walls, the arrow kind of like effect messes up from his one, as you saw there. It's finicky. I meant to not hit the wall, but I did anyway. Oops. But yeah, so that happened. Killed Rawbot, 13 minutes. Ullr's really good at killing Rawbot, I found. Then again, a lot of carries are. Right in the face. Denton checks us downstairs to make sure he... Wow. Also, if you didn't know this, Ullr is about the hunt and skiing, which is why there are skis back here with his bow and his axes. Also, before I end this, jungle, I want to see if any of the effects look any different on Aphrodite, or if it's just her model looks different. I think it's just her model. But you never know. Also, I like how her card doesn't match her anymore. So, kiss, same. Poof, same. Birds, same. Ult, same. Yeah, nothing's different. Just her model. I know I'm leaving the well without items. Also, is it just... Okay, wait. I gotta get out of here, because the lighting inside that area is a little weird. There we go. She's more of a brunette now. She kind of matches the art that was on the Smite game website for the longest time, where everybody was like, oh, Aphrodite's a brunette there. She looks so much better than the blonde we have in the game. She looks so much better as a brunette. I don't know if they changed her because of that or what, but maybe. I don't know. I don't know these things. I think she looks better. I like her new updated model, to be completely honest. Also, if you didn't know this, Back Off does a shit ton of damage. Like, and I'm not joking either. The Birds is good because of the heal and everything, but Back Off does 370 damage at base level, and I think it's like 80% scaling or something. Like, something crazy. Let's just get something with 100 magical power real quick. What has 100? 70, 50 power. Soul Reaver does 60% scaling. Still, that's crazy. Like 390 base with 370 base with 60% scaling on a character who buys magical power. Because I mean, you build Aphrodite kind of supporty, like you get a Void Stone and a Breastplate of Valor, but after that you get like Rod of Asclepius and Rod of Tahuti, and like you just why does Back Off hit so hard? It's crazy. But yeah, that's about all I can think of, because I don't know whether or not I want the Wukong skin, so I'm not gonna just buy it on a a whim, and show that off, because like these gems are precious to me. I'm waiting for Thanatos to get his goddamn epic skin at some point. Or just a gem skin in general, because all he has is... Well, actually, he has Jack the Reaper. I forgot about this skin. But it's bad luck, so I don't use it. All I remember is the poopy recolor with gravy on his wings, and then legendary and gold. I never remember the Jack the Reaper. I like it because it was limited edition. I don't like it because I feel like it's bad luck. Because every time I've used that skin, bad things have happened. Also, if you're like, Nico, I really wish you would stop uploading Thanatos videos. I'm sorry, but I'm level 8, and I'm trying to get legendary, so I'm playing a lot of Thanatos, and I'm also trying to make sure my YouTube channel isn't neglected, so while I'm playing Thanatos, I record. So that's why, like, every other video has been a Thanatos video, and I'm sorry. But I want my legendary Thanatos, damn it. Like, I want, see, 6%, Thor's 9%, but like, I want the legendary Than. But yeah, other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the video about Ullr and everything, and I hope you have an awesome day. Having fun. Patch day. Hopefully you don't catch the patch day blues. And the patch day blues are people who are kind of when they play on patch day. Hope you don't get that. I hope I don't get that later when I play. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you have an awesome day. Peace.